Hey, y'all, I just got back to Austin, Texas from Cal Berkeley, where I was watching the Arizona State versus California. No, I didn't get to go. I didn't get to go out there. I had to watch the meet from home. But hey, the meet from home was still a pretty fun one to watch. And the meet that I'm referring to, yeah, that's Cal versus Arizona State, and specifically the men's meet, which I am dubbing, and a lot of people are saying was the greatest and fastest NCAA swimming dual meet of all time. The top two men's teams in the country, number one and number two, whichever way you want to organize that. I've got ASU at number one still, Cal Berkeley at number two. They went head to head in 55-degree pouring rain in front of like 1,400. I'm just kind of throwing a number out there because we don't have an official number from how many people were at the event, but it was like standing room only. Standing room only. I had someone actually comment on one of my Instagram videos. If you're not with me on Instagram, get over there and follow me, because why not? I had somebody comment and tell me that I inspired them to get on a bus with their entire team, skip practice, crazy thought, and drive over and watch the meet. Just so happens that meet was the greatest dual meet in the history of dual meets in the NCAA. What a sick meet to take your team to. If you're a high school club coach watching this, consider maybe going to support your local team, bus everybody over there, skip practice. You might end up watching what ended up being the greatest dual meet in the history of dual meets. But it was like 55 degrees, pouring rain, 1,400 people. Nobody moved. Nobody moved the whole meet. They were standing there locked in on what was happening in the pool. Now imagine if this meet was for an NCAA title. Imagine if this meet was to get into the NCAA tournament. Imagine if this meet mattered in any way, shape, or form on the entire season. God, if there was a roof over the Cal Berkeley Aquatic Center, it would have been blown off the place straight up into orbit. But we're going to look at these times. We're going to go through the entire meet. Buckle up. We're going on another swim cloud cruise, baby. This one's free of charge. All you have to do is watch a couple ads. Drop a comment, like the video. Let's check out these times. All right, welcome to the swim cloud of the greatest dual meet in the history of dual meets. Obviously, as you can see, Arizona State, California, Cal Berkeley. Short course yards, January 20th, 2024. Score, yeah, kind of giving it away here, 150 to 150, but we're going to start at the top. We're going to start at the top where these, if you look at the 123.8 and 123.8 from Cal and Arizona State, we should have known that this meet was going to end up being absolutely bonkers bananas crazy. Bonkers bananas crazy. You can quote me on that one if you want. Cal came through, though, and snagged those 2 points, and who would have known that .03 differential would decide the meet later on. A lot of stuff within this meet would decide it, but I think it's just interesting that the B relays scoring 2 points at the beginning of the meet would end up having a massive impact on the end of the meet. Now, splits, if you know me, you know that one of the things that I need to see before I die is somebody go under 20.00 in a 50 backstroke short course yards. Bjorn Seeliger, 20.22 leading things off. I think we are very close to seeing that happen. This happened in a dual meet, y'all. 23-17 from Liam Bell, 1984 from Daria Rose, and Jack Alexi just with a nice little 1844 anchor. Now, 0.1 behind them from Arizona State, Hubert Koss, 21.01. Leo Marchand, 23.22. And then, look at the end of this relay. The end of this relay is the most ridiculous thing that I have ever seen from a medley relay at a dual meet ever. Just setting the tone here with a 1929 from the freshman Ilya Kharun and Johnny Kulo with an 1825. We are just 0.3 of a second, which is a lot in a 50 split, away from both of them going like 18.9 and 17.9, which would have just been absolutely insane. Moving things on to the 1,000 freestyle. Zalin Sarkani, 8:37.82. I think this swim got kind of slept on. He has been absolutely shredding records. I think he's broken his own 1,000 and 1650 record at ASU like 16, 17 different times at this point. As many times as he has swum the 800 or the 1,000 and the 1650, he has broken it. 8:37.82. When I was actually watching this, the camera got distracted by the race for second, 901, 901, 903, 904. Great race for second all the way through fifth. And they weren't tracking Zalin. They weren't tracking him. When he finished the race, they followed the race for second. And we didn't even get to watch his celebration. It was wild. All right, 200 free, 131.78 from Gabe Jett. We're just going 131s in dual meets now. 133, 133, 133, 133, 134. Second through sixth decided by 0.8, less than 0.8. I mean, this meet is ridiculous. Every single piece of it, when you know the entire story, looking back at it, is just like, it just rattles your brain how good this was. 100 back. 44-8, 44-9. 1-2, 44-8, 44-9. Destin Lasco, 44-80. Huber Koss, 44-97 in a dual meet. What are we doing here? What are we literally doing here? How about the 100 breaststroke? Oh, look at that. 351s. 51-3 from Leon Marchand. Yeah, almost a 50 point. 51-7 from Liam Bell. 51-88 from Jacob Sonderland. And then David Schlittwin, 52-1. And that got fourth. We're in dual meets now. If you go 52 low in a 100 breaststroke, you're just off the podium. Just off the podium. Andy Dobrzansky, 52-4, 52-6, 53-1, 53-2 from an exhibition. 53-2. Like, what? I've said the same thing like 19 times, but whatever. All right, Ilya Kharun, 139.92. I guess we can just skip that because he went 137 the day before. 137. Daria Rose, 141. Alex Colson, 141. All right, so these 18s might not seem like preposterously fast. They are. They're crazy fast. When you know Bjorn, he's 18 low in the 50 free. Johnny Kulo split 18-2 on the relay. Jack Alexi is a world team member. 1897, very solid. Well, when you realize that all of these took place in probably the thickest part of the rain, I'm 90% sure it was torrentially downpouring during this race. A couple 18-9s, a 19-2, a 19-4, a 19-4 in 55-degree downpour rain is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And then the boys got right back up in the 100 freestyle, 44-1 or 41-40 and a 41-41 from Alexi and Seeliger. So it's safe to say that I think Cal is pretty good at the 100 freestyle. Cal's 400 freestyle relay at the end of the year could be absolutely insane. Johnny Kulo, 42-11, and you got third in a dual meet. 42-11. I know we're doing the same thing over and over, but if you're a swimming fan and you're watching this, I'm sure that you're getting enjoyment out of this because I could do this all day. I could do this all day. If you're a fan of this channel and you like the swim cloud tours, God, I ran out of breath. If you like the swim cloud tours, comment below and let me know. Let me know if you want me to keep making these. 200 backstroke. All right, we had two guys break 140. 139.07, 139.2 from Hubert Koss and Destin Lasco. Both of those guys are way faster in the 200 backstroke. I mean, this is kind of like a preview into what I think the 200 backstroke A final duking it out is going to look like at the end of the year. Keaton Jones, 140.4. Colby Mefford, 140.9. Owen McDonald, 141.5. 141.5 in the 200 backstroke at a dual meet, and you get fifth. All right, moving on. Okay, so we had the 200 breaststroke where Leon Marchand went 151.8. That's a time that would have been like probably winning NCAAs like 10 years ago. That might be wrong. David Schlitt, 153.0. 153.1. Very close race there. If those shifted, that would be a 1 point boost for Cal, 1 point drop for Arizona State, which would have made it 152 to 148 at the end of the meet. 500 freestyle, Sarkany is back at it again. 412.45, Gabe Jett 416. He came storming back to beat Julian Hill. 23.23 to close a 500 freestyle and secure, honestly, I would say that this is the swim that secured the tie for Cal. I mean, if you're Julian, you can't even be mad. Julian closed in 24.89. Gabe just 23.23 closing a 500 freestyle is faster than his first 50. Faster than his first 50. It was like a sandwich. It was like a 500 freestyle sandwich. 100 butterfly, Ilya Kharun with a little 44.54. Ain't no thing. 45.15 from Daria Rose, 46.0 from Alex Colson, 44.54, 20.8 to the hands going out. I mean, God, Ilya is a ridiculous freshman swimmer in the history of swimming. Leon Marchand went 138.9 in the 200 IM, and to be honest with you, I was so locked into the meet that I actually didn't even really notice. It's a terrible thing for a swimming analyst to say. It kind of slipped my radar, because I was watching this battle between Destin Lasco and Hubert Koss. 141.72 and a 141.9 in a dual meet will get you second and third because Leon Marchand goes like 132 in the 200 IM, I think. And then here we go. We get into the 200 freestyle relay, which if you look at these scores, I had done the math coming into this and I knew that this situation was possible. So I was sitting right here watching this race and watching and listening to the hype that was being built at this Cal Aquatic Center, the Speaker Aquatic Center or Natatorium, I forget what it's called. And my heart rate was high. And in that moment, getting ready to watch this relay, I feel like I got a little bit of a glimpse into what NCAA swimming could be and could have been for a long time if we had built it properly to the point where we would have these moments more often throughout the season. This relay decided the meet. It decided the meet, a 200 freestyle relay. And look what you got out of it. 19-3, 18-6, 18-6, 18-4. 18-9, 18-5, 19-0, 18-9. I mean, these are NCAA championship A-finaling relays. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I might get blasted for that, but whatever. In these conditions, if you put them in quality conditions, not this quick of an event schedule, not having swum this many times within a specific period, a specific time frame, these are NCAA finaling relays without a doubt in my mind. This decided the meet. I was sitting here watching this with my heart rate at like 150. I was actually telling myself, I remember I was like, why? What is going on? What am I doing? Why is my heart rate so high? And it just made me really appreciative of the fact that I skipped the gym to watch this meet and get to experience it, at least from sitting at home. It made me a little bit jealous of the people that got to watch this meet in person, albeit in the pouring rain wearing a poncho. And it made me just a little bit jealous and yearning for more. It's a little bit dramatic, but deal with me. Yearning for that meet to just have meant something more. If this meet decided an NCAA championship, the internet would have exploded. And more so than that, everybody in the pool, everybody that swam in this meet, their brand would have grown. Their stock as a marketing asset for companies would have grown, which would have meant that they would have made more money on NIL deals. I can't help but look at these situations with a little bit of, devil's advocate being played in my mind and just think about what could be, Greatest dual meet in history. Hit that like button. If you disagree with any of my opinions, let's talk about it in the comments section. If you like these swim cloud tours, I like them and would like to continue doing them. So drop a comment letting me know if you do like it. If you don't, then drop a comment letting me know as well. Thanks for watching, y'all. Like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Greatest dual meet of all time. Wish I had gotten to go 150 to 150. No tiebreaker. Kind of bummed. Whatever. See ya.